We give it to you raw. The Raw BJ Podcast. Because controversy doesn't scare us. Calories do. And now, here are your hosts, Brittany and Jota.
You had Craigslist that helped out. Because, baby, I ain't ashamed to say that I used to, wait, we on there?
Yep.
Oh, never mind.
I ain't ashamed to say that God is good all the
God
time.
is all the
And
time.
all the time.
Shit about 100, but I got a kill.
Take me to the King. Yes.
Burger King is there. Hungry.
And as with God, you can have it your way. Praise Him.
Amen. Shut up, la 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 la.
All right, y'all.
I'ma say on Masai Mumakusa.
All right, and welcome.
Hi.
To the Raw BJ Podcast. We have an independent music moment here. Today it's going to be all about the Prince, Mr. Rico.
Yeah, what's good?
Yeah. Love it.
I don't know what he got me drinking, but y'all, if this conversation goes left, it's his fault.
So
We've been drinking.
we've been drinking.
That seems to be all the formula. You got to just say it, and it comes true nowadays.
So we got Crown Royal Apple for the Prince, mixed with cranberry juice and some green apple Stella Rosa.
And that is hit busting.
It's bussin'.
Right. We have Crown Rico.
Right.
Prince.
Prince Rico. Yo, so, Mr. Rico, let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's get into it.
What's goody?
Where does the name Rico Cassadine come from?
Oh, that is such a funny story. Okay, so
And then I have a funny story for you about the name Rico after you're done.
you know somebody named Rico broke your
Listen,
heart.
Let me tell you.
Trust
Let
me,
me
I
tell
know.
you.
It's a lot. It's a lot of. You know, I don't know if you ever saw that meme with the fuck boy names. Rico is definitely on the fuck boy
Rico.
name list.
It was so much more than that, but trust me, as soon as you tell us, I'm going to tell you.
It's like Daquan, Tyshawn, Darius, Rico, Jordan. Yes, that's how it goes on the fuckboy list. But no,
Chris is up there too.
definitely Chris.
Yeah, Chris is there.
Chris is definitely a fuckboy name.
Is that
And
why
Eric.
everybody hates Chris?
Right.
But no, actually, before I started rapping, I was a female impersonator.
Okay.
And
That's why your skin's so nice and pretty
No,
and
that's just-
clean.
that's just-
I'm
that's-
just like, yes. Listen, I've been looking at you since you've been sitting. I'm just like, God
That's
damn,
Rihanna.
his face
That's
is like,
Rihanna Fenty.
Whoop, so whoop.
I
I'm
wash
like,
with Fenty. I take my fat water.
okay.
And I got the new eye serum too. It actually doesn't work, but I
it's
mean,
not
I
no
still
makeup.
use it.
It's just like,
It's just it's straight
Boom.
skin.
that's some great skin. That's why you look 26.
I give her my money.
Right.
That's why I'm 26
That's
years
why you're
old.
26,
Definitely
right?
26 years old. But no, yeah, I was a female impersonator, and my gay grandmother, her name was Tanisha Cassadine, and I was a part of her family. I was her grandchild, and she really took care of me growing up in the industry because I was young when I, started exploring being gay and going to the clubs and doing this thing. I was like 15, 16, and when I met her, it was like literally she was a mother figure, a grandmother figure. She walked with me for a long period of time, and when she passed, I decided that I was going to keep her last name and I was going to continue performing. I no longer wanted to be a female impersonator, but I still wanted to be a performer. So I decided that I wanted to take her last name to a different platform outside of just that realm. I wanted people around the world to know that the last name of Cassadine.
Right. That's really interesting because I never would have even thought that you were used to be a female impersonator. How was that life for you?
Actually, the reason why I got into it was because I was a little fat little boy, and I really wasn't. I was very self conscious. I, was very timid and very just aware of my look and my body, and people. It was back when no fats, no films, and that really can fuck with a person's psyche when you
Right.
start messing with who they are as a person, and especially at a young age being in this lifestyle the most judgmentalist lifestyle ever. To grow up in that, it was kind of hard, and I fell into that character because that character was getting more attention. It was that person was beautiful, and people were all fawning over that person. But it wasn't until like in my 20s, my later 20s, I started realizing that the personality that I had as that person was the same person I was outside of that. So it was like I learned how to take the confidence that I acquired being that character and put it into my everyday life.
Right. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was a full circle moment.
Uh-huh. I say, Rico, I've been watching you for about the past like 7, 8 months now. I guess it's
Do I
been
need to get
almost
a
a
restraining
year.
order?
Ah,
I'm just asking.
Listen, if I keep sipping this drink, you
you
might.
gotta ask. You gotta ask now.
Listen, no, I have always like admired like your vibe. You just like so
Oh, thank you.
chill,
I
so.
try.
And then I hear your music, and I'm just like, oh, he gonna snatch a bitch wig back, like.
It is so funny you make that compare. Everybody makes that comparison about when they finally meet me in person versus when listening to my music. And it's like people don't understand that my music is the reason why I get to be chill.
Okay, so outlet, yeah, you get to
You
release
feel
all
me?
that,
I
yeah.
don't get. I don't have to beat your ass in person. I can just go to the studio and beat your ass.
Right,
And then when I see you in person, I can just be like, "Oh, okay, bitch, I got you. You'll hear it in a month."
right. So you mentioned that you got into being a female impersonator around age 15. What was life like growing up for you? Like, what happened at that age that you were, I guess, allowed to? Because we're the same age, and so I know back then.
Are you 26?
Right. So I know just a measly 10 years ago, it wasn't that,
Right.
it wasn't, like, at least not with my mom, like, I wouldn't have been able to, like, sneak out the house and do
Oh no, I
that type.
wasn't allowed.
So, yeah, so tell us
I was a
about your, like,
badass little boy.
okay, me too.
I was bad as fuck. Well, okay, so I've always had a great, oh well, I ain't gonna say great. My relationship with my parents has always been kind of touch and go, especially in high school because I was an art student. I always wanted to dance. I wanted to be on the cheerleading squad. I wanted to be in the actor squad. I wanted to do anything arts that I could at school, and I tried my best to join every club that I could. But I also was good at playing football. And it's not like I enjoyed playing football. It was the fact that I got to hit people and not get in trouble. That's why I enjoyed it. I mean, who's not gonna take the opportunity to knock a motherfucker over?
Right.
So, I was good at playing. Right. I mean, they got girl leagues now.
Gender roles.
Now, like you said, 10 years
They
ago,
actually let girls play in high school now.
10 years ago, for real,
To be
they
fair,
did.
10 years ago they didn't.
No, 10 years ago, actually.
They didn't.
Right.
Yeah. But so my mom lived out her fantasy of wanting that son that played football and all that through me. And I was forced to play sports all through high school. And I wasn't allowed to flourish in the things that I wanted to do. So when I graduated high school, it was around 19 I actually started doing it. I was hanging around people that did it, but I started doing it at 19 because I would be leaving the house or I was on campus or, I didn't have to go home because I had a dorm room. So I got to experiment and playing and dressing up like that. So that's how that ended up happening.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I always wanted to try drag, but I always loved my facial hair too much.
Yeah, for 10 years, I didn't have all this. So I'm not letting this go for shit now.
I always wanted to try it just one time just to see what,
It ain't
like,
worth
because
it.
I see, no, just
I
like
mean, it's worth it.
to
Now.
look
It
and
was a very lucrative
see,
thing.
I'm sure, yeah.
I
especially if you do it
I
right.
went like 3-4 years without having a real job.
Well, I can tell. I mean, I could believe you because with your energy that you put into music, if you put half of that into your drag life, I know you were making some bank,
yeah.
Like, I know you were, because the music is dope. Which brings me to my next
You were
question.
performing in Atlanta?
hmm I used to I performed at it's Midtown Moon now, but it was Burkhart's back in the day.
Oh, I love Burkhart.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Burkhart.
Right.
I used to work on Thursdays nights with Phoenix and Destiny Brooks and Alyssa Edwards. I'm not Alyssa Edwards. Dynasty St. James. Actually, me and Dynasty, that was my roommate for like 6-7 years. We lived together. That was my best friend.
Were you there at the same time Angelica Page was there?
Angelica
and Eva
Page.
Destruction?
I was on. Did you ever go to Eva's show when she had her own show there? It was on Saturday night.
Yes.
Do you remember her little cast that she had? It was like a pre-show. It was her, and then it was like another girl, another little white girl, and then it was a black girl, and then it was like Tiffany Diamond DeVille.
Yeah.
I was Tanila Cassadine.
About the fangirl.
Right, she's like, what?
Oh my god!
Because your face looks familiar.
Yeah, I was always there.
That's why I'm like,
I was the one in the crowd like, you better, bitch!
Yeah. And I'm like, your face looks so familiar. That's
Because I would
why
always
I'm
be at the
like,
club and I would always have my drink right here. And
Yeah.
every time someone walked by, they would be like, bitch, you know you disrespectful. You know you wrong. I wish I had them. And all the gay dudes was like, bitch, you need a refill? And I'm over here. If you go Wild Wild West me, yeah, I need a refill.
Right.
But I want to point this out. Burkhart was that spot.
yeah. I was walking around.
Yeah.
I was leaving every Saturday, and then Monica Van Pelt, God rest her soul, she just passed. Her and Shauna Brooks would have the after show. It was Eva's show before, and then it was Shauna Brooks and Mama Shauna and Monica Van Pelt and Maya Ross Monroe and Jada P. Star. All them had the show after Eva's show.
Yeah, I got into it because Angelica Page, that's Tori's cousin.
Yeah.
And Tori and I worked together at the Waffle House. So after Waffle House behavior, you need to go somewhere the fuck else
Yeah, I believe it.
and sing a couple songs, or you might do your own karaoke, just so you don't find a customer and choky. We needed our days where we just blew our steam and watched some fun stuff happen because we was in that pressure cooker for 10 hours in a row and stuff, drug free sometimes,
right.
and it was just so much going on, and it was just that was the best moments for me, like. When y'all was performing, y'all left Earth, and it just was something. It was the atmosphere. Like it wasn't like they added to what was there. They made it there. It was theirs.
Right.
And when I tell you, I cried so hard when Burkhart's closed. It was like y'all would have had to be there to get what I'm saying, because Burkhart's did not get the same respect as Lips or all these other shows. And now you see a lot of acceptance and a lot of people talking about AJ and the Queen, the Drag Race, and all that stuff. It was not there here.
Or even what's the one Miss Sophia used to do?
Oh, I worked there too. The Monday night show.
Yeah. What
The
was it called?
Jungle. At the Jungle. Stars of the Century.
Stars of the Century,
I used to work there too.
You did shows there?
Mm-hmm.
I might have seen you. I used to go there all the time with my brother. You probably knew my
I was
brother.
I was on that little junior.
His
cast for a
name
hot
was
minute.
his real name was Emilio or Jamar, but they called him Big Baby out in the streets.
Oh,
So you may know him.
I think I might know who you're talking to.
Yeah,
They might have also
from New Jersey.
Yeah.
I think I know who you're
Yeah,
talking to.
he passed away several years ago. That was my
Yeah.
brother. Yeah.
But yeah, I do actually remember you. I was Tanila Cassadine. I was there. When I tell you, I missed them days because it was nothing to walk out of there with $300, $400, $500.
Nothing, because they would be like, you better tip.
Right.
And don't be letting them walk by. You ain't tip.
And on a nasty Saturday night, and I would work both shows. And I used to jump off the bar and land into splits and stuff like that, and all kind of flips. And you remember Envy Van Michaels?
Right.
Well, I was kind of like her. I used to do cartwheel splits and all that kind of stuff. And baby, I swear for God, the first show I would leave, I have $400. The second show, literally, it would be packed upstairs, packed on the floor. They would have to come out there and tell people to move to give people room, and it would literally be dollars just flying.
Raining.
I remember when Cardi B's
Rain.
Bodak Yellow came out.
Raining.
I was the first one to do it at the bitch.
It was P Valley before P Valley came out. Burkhart's was P Valley. There was money everywhere. Like just
It was nothing to walk out of there with bags of money in my hand.
It was everything. It was everything.
Jesus.
So what made that come to an end and made you transition into music?
The death of my grandmother.
Okay.
When she passed, I didn't feel the need to keep doing it no more. I did it because it was a way for me to like, show her that I can do it. Like I love proving myself. And she would always used to make jokes. Oh, you think you a little me or something? So I would be like, oh, watch me.
Right.
So when she died, I lost that push. But she also pushed me as my regular self too. Cause she would always say the type of boy you want is either gonna like one or the other. Cause you're not no ugly boy. Now that was
Right.
her biggest thing that she used to always say to me. Even when she was like, you're not an ugly boy. Like she used to always make sure she put emphasis behind the fact that yeah, you think you need this, but you're not ugly as a boy. So I don't see what's your issue. You could do either one. So I was about what, 28 or 29 in my head, because I'm 26, but I was thinking like a 28-year-old.
Right. We do that sometimes.
Right.
We do that.
So when I was thinking like a 28-year-old, I was sitting there and I was really reflecting on the stuff that I didn't get to do because I was so amped improving myself. And then I was like, well, I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And however it goes, I'm just going to do it. So I started off working as a radio broadcaster. I was working at WTT Radio. I was a radio host and personality. And then I met my best friend Carl K-Star, and I went into acting after I left radio. And then from acting, I started meeting different people and different artists, and I started, hanging out with people who did music. And I've always rapped. I mean, it was like playing. You know how like you do on the when you at high school and you at
Everybody
lunch.
freestyle.
Yeah, so it was like
Right.
that, and it was like an artist. He was like, you actually kind of good. You should actually try to write a song. Mind you, I didn't know how to do none of that shit. Like I didn't know how to write no song. I didn't have to know
Right.
how to pick a beat. I didn't know how to I didn't know how to record. I just knew that I could freestyle. So
Right.
he was like, well, just write it down, and then I found a beat, and then from there it was just up and it was stuck. So
Yeah.
it was really just me literally just saying, I just want to do this and see if I can do it.
And that you did. I mean, you released your first EP last year.
Right.
And so tell us about that. Scorpion Sting.
I wrote that during the whole pandemic.
Okay.
Like literally, right when the pandemic hit, I had already released two like little bops or a little play, teaser songs with my best friends Bus Clown and Alonda, and we did Hot Girl Summer and we did Thought Box. And after that, I just sat down and I was just writing, and then the pandemic hit, and I was like, well, bitch, I'm stuck.
Right.
I can't do shit. Well, if I'm gonna be in this house all day doing nothing, I might as well just smoke a lot of weed and just write.
Right.
So I literally went outside because I help take care of my grandmother, so I couldn't smoke in the house. I literally would sit in my car from 11 o'clock at night to like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, smoking and writing.
Mm.
And I wrote that whole project in a matter of like 2 to 3 months.
Wow.
So you wrote Thought Box and Hot Box.
No,
No.
the album.
Okay, that
The
was-
that was
EP.
before.
Scorpion
Oh,
Sting.
okay.
But probably did. Probably did. Nah, because I smokes all day.
Yeah, 'cause I smoked
I love
all
it.
day.
Do.
So we're actually going to get into the first song that we're gonna play tonight. She's excited about this one. Problem Child.
Yes.
This was the first song that I heard from you solo. The first song that I heard your voice on was the Slut remix with Esteban the God.
And that's one of my favorite features.
I
We
was
love
like,
that song.
okay, yes.
That's
we
my best-
love-
that's my buddy.
After Rob BJ love Esteban the God.
Yes,
He is
we
such
love
a
him.
cutie. I love my
he
buddy.
is. We love Esteban. And I was just like, okay, I heard High Yellow
Uh-huh.
and Mitch. And I was just like, okay. Rico was the best. Like,
I still say we all ripped
no,
that beat.
y'all all
our own
did your
different
thing in your different ways. But when something like when you came on And then it's like when you went off, it was just like Rico, and it was just like, okay, like
Talk.
right, talk.
The funny thing about it is when I heard the original Slut, I automatically inboxed him like, I have to get on a remix.
Right.
Because he sampled one of my favorite freaking songs growing up was the song with Ludacris and Shauna and Foxy, What's Your Fantasy?
Right.
And when I heard that, I automatically was like, well, bitch, I gotta come in. You gotta let her lick me from my ass to my dick. I said, bitch, I gotta give me a piece of Foxy on this.
Yes.
Because, I mean, if you gonna take that, you might as well release a remix just like the remix.
I mean, and it was what, when I tell you that remix, I be in the car, and I be like, damn, they judge me. But I turn that shit up.
But here's the thing. I love the taking it and making it your own part. That's the thing. Like, you can take a song that's a classic and you can one-up it. Like, that's the only way to take a song from somebody. If you're not going to take it and elevate to some shit, then you need to just leave it where the fuck it's at.
Right.
Like Taylor Swift in September. Now,
Right.
there are times where you just, it's not for you. Not saying she didn't do it. It's not for her.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Remake Dolly Parton. You know what I'm saying? But some other shit, just leave it to...
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
And Beyonce, before you let go, you need to leave that.
Oh, wait, hold on. That one was cute. That was
elevation.
cute.
I'm talking about elevation.
She added a dance part to
Listen,
it. And she brought, to be fair,
it was
unnecessary
cute.
and unasked.
but it's now
It was
now
cute.
it's at every
Ask for that.
barbecue because
That's
at every
because niggas
barbecue.
fucking trip over Beyonce's dick. Get it out of your mouth.
Oh my God, there
Oh
will
my
be
God.
no
Listen,
Beyonce
if Carrie
slander.
Hilson, if Carrie
Only
Hilson,
Beyonce
listen,
slander.
if
I
Carrie
gotta
Hilson
go.
took count that and did it, I would not
Hey,
be happy with that either.
We can't be causing no
That's all I'm saying.
problems with the problem child, all
Oh my
right?
God. It's
Listen,
so
all I'm
much
saying
Beyonce
is she takes.
slander.
Listen, she took I'd Rather Go Blind. She took Cry and stuff like that, and she made it her own song.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she did not do that. Before, listen to what I'm telling you. There's a huge difference between when she take a song and make it her own, and when she just singing a song.
And that's all
She was just singing that song.
Not even
When she said she'd rather go blind, I had to see if I could still see. Okay, I said,
Yeah, she did that one. I'm not even
Dr.
gonna say
Vision
it.
works. I need an appointment tomorrow.
She
God damn it.
did.
I don't know if it's glaucoma or what. I don't know what's going on. I felt the ways. When she said drunken love, I started stumbling around. I'm just saying, when she takes some shit and she take it to another level, that's her being on some shit and taking it to another level. When the writing was on the wall, I couldn't read. I said, what the fuck?
To be fair, and
I was in there.
everybody who's listening and watching right now, the writings on the wall
I was
still
walking to the-
bumps to this
Mind
motherfucking.
It
Mind
does.
Mind you, I
It
was
absolutely
in middle
does.
school with my old ass. I'm sitting here. That's why I must confess.
Wow.
What the fuck was we confessing?
I'm just confessing. No, wait. Wait, you know what song was my favorite?
No wrong.
You know which one? So good, so good. I used to bump so good.
I know you hate it,
but I so good, so good, so good.
Right, and that's what.
This is for them heifers that's how I got in trouble at
Again.
school because I busted out. This is for them heifers that said
But
I wouldn't
again,
make it.
making it your shit, right? It's timeless now.
It is.
If I hear it so good and I got to choose between so good and her before I let go, guess what I'm letting go?
So good.
Again, I'm gonna be so good on letting that go and keeping that. You see what I'm
Right,
saying? But that's
exactly.
what I'm saying. And you make the songs your own. When you get a song, it don't matter who the fuck made it.
To be fair.
Okay, as soon as I hear y'all, I'll be like, ah! I know him! And that's what it's that excitement. It's that excitement. It's like you can transfer your excitement from the booth to the song.
Right.
And then people hear the shit and it transfers to like energy is transferable. But there's a reaction to it.
Right.
And that's some different shit. I'm a big bitch. It take a lot to get me out of a chair. And if I'm out of my chair,
Right.
what it means is I felt something.
Yo, well, let's go ahead and feel this
Right.
first song we're going to get into, y'all. Go ahead and introduce it, Mr. Rico.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all about to hear one of my favorite tracks off of my first EP. And you know, they used to call me a problem child, so I made a song about it. So you about to hear Problem Child right now.
Ow.
Yeah!
Round one, fight.
Ooh, is it you saucy?
Who want it? I'm with it. I'm about it. Who want it? I'm with it. I'm about it. Who want it? why you hiding, I be smoking good. You say you street, but they don't know your ass in my hood. See, you a dummy bitch, that ain't no disrespect. I thought you was a buster, I don't see you catch a chick. See, I'm a city boy, no really from the city, boy. I fuck around with niggas that be playing with them big toys. See, you a Polly Pocket, you ain't on no Barbie shit. More like a troll, I see you swallowing on my shit. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it.
Ooh, is it you saucy?
Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Oh, you think you got it? Bitch, I'm the problem. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Oh, you think you got it? Bitch, I'm the problem. I'm on my Jackie Chan with a dumb bitch. You don't wanna throw shots, you can't handle this. Konnichiwa to a hating ass dumb nigga. This a one shot, you don't wanna smoke, bitch. I'm on my ball shit, bitch, cause y'all niggas dead. Fuck around with me, yes, I really am a threat. All y'all niggas on that weak shit, put your ass in check. Now I'm acting and I'm rapping, now who the best. Keep on talking that shit, lay your ass to rest. But you up, like you looking like a tampon, bitch. Try to test me, any niggas gon' lose. They only throwing shots, cause they can't make no boss moves. Straight from the ATL, they could never see me. My name rings bell, bitch, just mention me. I'm the diamond in the rough, all eyes on me. I thought we all was standing so ebony. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it.
Ooh, is it you saucy?
Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Oh, you think you got it? Bitch, I'm the problem. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Who want it, I'm with it, I'm bad it. Oh, you think you got it?
Ooh, is
Bitch,
it
I'm
you
the problem.
saucy?
Finish him.
Bitch, I'm the problem. Bitch, I'm the problem. Bitch, I'm the problem. Konnichiwa.
Outstanding.
Oh, shout out to Jerry.
Yeah.
He is like the fucking dopest person ever. He's like he's a little white boy. And he's so cool. He's so chill, and he literally be vibing. And like when he's really working on your music, he's vibing with you. Like I've only worked with him, and it's like I have to work with him because it's like
You need to get his information so we can do our parody. Have you heard
Facts.
our parody?
You can tell.
You never heard our parody?
Play it right now.
Outstanding.
I want to hear because I want his opinion. I
It
need to
was
know.
outstanding. We're
You can
going
tell.
to.
You can tell that your producer is enjoying it just as much. As
yes,
He's riding that beat
Yeah.
with you.
yes,
You can
Yes.
tell.
and I'm talking about
Between the
anything.
ad-libs and just the way that beat flows, like that.
Yeah.
But that makes a
That's
huge
funny.
difference though when you're
When
making
it was
music
really
with
one of that
somebody.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, And then it's like at that third drop, that bass came in. Yeah, he's like, hey,
Right.
He literally be sitting there.
You can tell. And I was saying, like you said, that artist energy. I know that energy. I am that energy. I am in embodiment type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That was a labor of love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have to feel it with the people that you work with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a labor of
But
love.
I
Our-
think that's
our-
a motivation in itself.
Our
to have someone else
chemistry.
pushing you.
That's why I love working with him because the chemistry that we have, like I trust him and his opinions. It's nothing for him to hear something and be like, "Hey, I need you to," da, 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 and then I'd be like, "You want me to?" Da? And by the time he even said I need, he was like, "Oh, you already got it." Like we at that point now. It's like
Right.
he hears stuff, I hear stuff, and it's like I listen to him because it's like I want your opinion. Oh, what's that little slow song? Is it not Paths? What's the other one I got?
Fuck
on there?
love, F love.
That's him.
I love
That's
that
him
song.
singing.
Is it?
That's him.
Oh
That's
yeah, because it is featuring him. Just Jerry.
Just Jerry. That's
Yeah.
him singing.
He's a dope producer
He
and
literally-
a good
he
singer.
He
literally-
does it all.
Yeah, because what happened was I was like, I needed somebody to sing on this, and we were playing with the hook because that's originally my hook that I wrote that whole song.
Right.
And we were playing with the hook, and he was like, "Well, I can go in here and just lay it down for you, and if you find somebody to sing it, you know, you can send it to him." Bitch, he got in there and he put that Justin Bieber vibe on it. I was
Yes.
like, "Nah, this it right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't need no auditions. I got it.
You-
Just
you
figure it
did.
out. Shit.
You did it right there."
Mhm.
Yo,
I want to say he's singing on something else too. I think it's Paths.
Yep, it
You
is
can
Pabs
survive.
and Just Jerry. I mean,
Yep.
and F Love. Yeah, I like both of those songs. Two slower songs from you, because you are really, from what I gather, you're very either emotional
Mm-hmm.
or either turned up trying to shake some ass. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the vibe I get from you, either or. And it's nothing
I like
wrong
that
with
vibe.
that, because
Yeah.
I like the emotional
The
stuff.
best artists can do that.
I like the shaking ass part
Because
stuff.
one
too.
minute Whitney want to dance with somebody, and the next minute she has nothing.
Right.
Nothing. Like this. Like, and you be like, how the fuck did we get here? You was just dancing with somebody.
Okay, but real quick before Brittany gets into her line of questioning, so my experience with Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was like 17 years old. And you know, little chat lines used to be popular back in the day.
Yes.
Call Lava Life.
I used to
That was 10
say
years ago.
that was 10 years ago.
That was 10 years ago.
Right,
yeah.
girl.
That
What
was
you girl,
on
what
TV.
They
Yeah, about
still
10
got the
years ago.
commercials that come on.
Yeah,
I
they
was just
sure do.
wondering.
You gotta
It's
be
on the
up
board.
late at
Survey
night.
says good answer. Continue.
Right. So I was talking to this guy. He said his name was Rico, and he was like 6'2", and he was light skinned. Came with this
Green
bum ass
eyes.
description. All this shit. Okay. I was just like, yes, yeah, let me meet you. So meet up with this dude, and I'm like, he's getting off the bus. I'm at the top of my neighborhood, and he's walking down, and I'm like, okay, I'm looking for Rico.
And you probably got 5'11", dark skin, crooked eye, broke tooth.
You described him to a T.
Girl, you ain't gotta tell me.
And when I tell you, I was so hurt. We ended up being best friends for about 5 or 6 years, but because he was cool, like, but I couldn't get past
Oh, you ain't gotta tell
him.
me.
The lies.
So yeah, the name Rico has had it put a bitter taste in my mouth until I came across your music.
Thank you.
So yeah,
I can,
Right.
I can understand.
but
Is that a one?
is that what?
Never mind.
Yeah, it is.
I was saying, I only asked because I had a Rico experience myself.
No,
And again,
we're
if he
gonna.
was light skinned and pretty, he just didn't have no Jesus.
Oh. Well, damn.
All right, so Brittany, you want to go ahead and get into your questions?
Yeah. I do need to know, because when I hear your music, it gives me so many different facets of you. So I just want to know, who are your biggest influences in music?
Little John,
Yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Ludacris.
Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that shocked the shit out of me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as we done talked about the A, why are you...
That no, but then when
It doesn't.
yeah, okay.
It doesn't
I
shock
get
me.
you.
The yeah.
Ludacris,
That's
Little
solely a
John,
Lil Jon
Trina,
Yeah.
Yes!
E40,
shit. Uh-huh.
and Mystical.
See,
What?
that makes more
Now-
sense to me than Little John.
But Mystical, Lil Jon,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
saying,
same type of
But
shit.
in my
Right,
mind,
different
Lil Jon
braids,
is
different
like
braids,
where
honey.
Mr.
Different braids.
You stupid.
That's the difference. If one got box braids and one got cornrows, stop it. Stop it.
Right.
But no, Little
No, he
John,
got
because
dreads.
if you anytime Little John was on a hook, Little John's hook stayed in your head.
Yeah.
Facts. Even if
And
you didn't
when-
remember somebody
and-
else's verse.
And I feel like any song that you hear by me, you're going to remember the hook. At least if you can't remember a verse, you gonna remember the hook.
Right.
Right, just over and over again.
And my delivery gives you Mystical. My flow style, my pattern, well, and DMX too. But
Yeah.
I
that
can even see that. making
Very
sense.
aggressive.
Yeah.
It sounded
Very
aggressive.
yeah.
underrated. But I see, like,
Yeah.
when you look at your cadence, I get exactly what you're talking about. And I think that that's something that people are, like, don't necessarily pay attention to in music, but it does have its own signature. When you go into the booth, I get a lot of aggression from you. Like, the song we just heard is very, I beat that bitch with, like, it's very,
Right.
remember when Duck If You Buck first came
Right.
out? It's very, like,
to be fair, I have my own gay version of Nuck If You Buck. It's called Headshots.
Oh, that's
Featuring,
actually.
I know.
featuring my best friend Buzz Cloud.
I know.
That's actually gonna. Be
I know.
song
That's
we
why
should
it's on our list.
Right.
See?
It's on our naughty list.
And the funny thing about it is, I literally remember the day I came up with the concept for Headshot. I called Buzz Clown and I was like, "Girl, I got this song we gonna do." She's like, "Okay, girl, whatever, just send it to me." Because my best, the thing about
That's how Joe talked to me. I can't even get the whole point
the
out.
thing about my best friend Buzz Clown is that was the person I talked to every night, all night when writing that album. I mean, when writing that EP. So he would always say, bitch, by the time the motherfucker comes out, I ain't gonna be surprised because I done heard the whole motherfucking thing. So he started tuning me out after a while. So when I called him, it was like 2 days later. And I went to the studio and I laid down the verse and the hook for Headshot. And then I went to, it was me, Carl, and Bus Clown. I was at Carl's house and I played it for him. Bus Clown was like, bitch, this some good. I was like, you dummy, that was the song I asked you to get on. Oh, bitch, I'll be on it tomorrow. So we went up to the studio the next day because he had studio time and we recorded it. I was like, next time you gonna listen to me when I say I got a song for you.
Period.
I feel that.
Right.
Which brings me back to my point, Joe. Don't cut me off on the phone anymore. Now, my other question is, as a member of the LGBTQ community,
The alphabet mafia.
what?
Yeah.
I just want to know what sets your music apart from the other music that you're gonna find from people in the community.
Well, no, it's really not. Because the thing about me is I actually really think about the type of music I create.
Mhm.
And it's really targeted to an audience that I know that I'm catering to. And I don't try to talk about shit that I know for a fact I ain't about. You know what I'm saying? And I know that sounds corny, but
No fucking don't. It's real as hell.
yeah, but I mean, it's still, because when I think about my music and what I write about, I do think about the people that I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think about, I'll go in and be like, bitch, I want to dance. So then I write something about dancing. Or I'll be like, oh, bitch, most of the time when I write most of my songs, it's because I'm feeling a certain type of way. That's why everything's so angry. It's because a bitch has pissed me off.
I'm fucking angry.
Right. Where's my fucking mic at?
Because to be fair,
We should do our shows
Problem
like that.
Child
I would never do
actually
an angry show with you.
Problem Child actually came about because a bitch pissed me off. And we were recording a reality show that never came out. And the bitch tried me by going on an interview and saying some shit about me that I didn't like.
Oh.
And instead of me beating that bitch ass where she stood, I wrote a song about the bitch. That's why it sounds like I'm talking about a female and not a male.
God bless.
But it can go over as I'm talking to a male because I'm gay.
Right.
The funny part about that, right, is that I was just saying, I'm a poet, but I was literally just saying to my best friend that was something I wanted to get into was like songwriting. Because the way you just said, what's your sign?
Scorpio.
Obviously, I mean, I didn't want to assume, you know what they say about
Scorpio.
that. As a Pisces, water to water, I feel that. Because sometimes
Right.
it's just like you think this emotion is a weakness, baby. This emotion is
No, a
something that
bitch
people
feel
trust you.
bitch people. This is one thing I hate about being labeled a socialite or entertainer. No, bitch, I'm not no motherfucking entertainer. I'm still that motherfucker
Don't
from
let this
down the
title
fucking
fool you.
street. I will beat your fucking ass and walk out and have my motherfucking papers ready if the police come and get me. I'm
Damn.
real as a
Tell people
motherfucker.
Real quick, I said, I'm just a girl from Decatur. Please, I need these people to stop trying me.
I'm straight from Washington Road and Camp Creek. Bitch, I will beat your ass where you stand and not give no shit.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think for me, the only thing that is different is people assume certain things by just your demeanor.
Right.
Just because I ain't gone to jail today
Don't mean I ain't
doesn't
been there.
mean I can't make it there. I ain't have a plan on going there.
Bitch, I'm an open book. You can see all 5 reasons why I got locked up, and 4 out of the 5 was fighting. And my thing is, I never want anybody to feel like I'm no bitch. I am just a regular motherfucker. Like, he called me the other day on accident. I called him back like, what's up? He was like, oh my God, I didn't mean to call you. You called me back. You called me, what's up?
He told me, he
Like,
called me right afterwards.
what's
I was
up?
Like, he called me right afterwards like, bitch, that's who I just talked to. And I was like,
Right,
who did you
because
just talk to? I just talked to Rico.
No, Rico, I really be fanning out because
I am not. I tell people all the time, I am not nobody to fan out on.
But to me, I've only seen you
Bullshit,
like
we
I
love the
see
fuck out of you.
And
But-
up until today, I have only seen you, or until the time we did the FaceTime, I've only seen you like I see all other celebrities. You know what I'm saying? And I really like your music. I really admire your vibe every time I watch your lives, like when you go live all the way through the end, because I'm like, okay, I know he's gonna be talking about something good. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoy watching you. So it's like when I called you on accident, I was just like, oh shit, like I'm not ready to talk to him. Like I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Like I got shit going on. And then I was like, okay. I called her, and she's like, well, now you made it awkward. And I'm like,
You did make it awkward. Boy, what the fuck? You should have been like,
like,
yeah, we doing a show about chicken salad, and I was just wondering, are you a grapes in or grapes out kind of person?
Ooh,
Because I
grapes
just want
out.
see. I mean, you didn't have to make it weird. You see what I'm saying? You could.
Even an option.
Right.
Because Karen said. Now here's the
Fuck
thing.
her.
Here, I didn't say I was caring about it. I was just saying like that's.
But no, I am very like for real. I am the realest person that like when I say that when I say you fucking with a real one, you really are because I treat everybody like you. You took the time out to do me a favor and listen to my art. You found something in something I created. I owe you a thank you because you are the reason why my work isn't in vain. So I have no reason to be like, no, I'm dead serious. But no, I'm dead serious.
It's
You gotta let me cry. I've been
humility for me
drinking.
though.
I've been
Like that's what I'm
drinking.
saying. It's the modesty for me. Like it's the love of fans for me because
Right.
you
I don't have
in
fans.
Atlanta you would be so
You
surprised.
do. You have supporters,
By
but you
how-
also
I have
have
friends.
fans.
I have friends because I am. This is my thing. A lot of artists, the biggest thing you can ever do for an independent artist is support.
Right.
Because what we do costs money.
Right.
And if I don't have people that support me, I can't keep doing this.
Right.
So,
Not bringing them in.
Right.
So my thing is for you taking your hard-earned money to spend your money on a person you don't know. I am not Beyonce. I am not Jay-Z. I am not Rihanna. I'm a nigga from Washington Road and Camp Creek that stood there and wrote in his car on his phone and went to Jerry and spent $50 to pray that this man could understand what I was trying to do.
Right.
But the truth is, I can relate to you faster than them.
And that's I never
Right.
want to I want people to feel now I don't want them to get crazy and shit and start being
Right. Niggas finna be
weird.
camped out on Camp Creek for no
Right.
fucking reason and
I
I
don't
hear
want no
no.
shit like that. But I always want people to feel like they can talk to me like a regular person. Bitch, I am I smoke weed, I drink liquor.
Right.
I'm a hoe sometimes.
Not even liquor.
Right. I can't eat pork no more, so I can't have chitlins no more. So I mean, but no, I miss pork.
Not the chitlins.
I'm eating your share. I'm still creating jobs for you. I got you. honey.
Thank you. I want people to feel like I really am somebody you can feel like you can call up at any moment.
Right. No, you are very relatable. That's why that's why we like you. That's why I say I'm a fan.
You're a friend.
I'm a friend.
Thank you.
But
Because
also
I'm not a fan. I don't have fans. I have friends.
Okay. Well, then I'll let you have that.
Thank you.
But in my mind.
I do have something that I want to know though. Like, what do you want your music to say about you? How do you want it to come across? Because people perceive it however they want to. When they hear a song, it's on them to receive it. But what do you want it to say before they even receive it?
The way that I want people to take my music is to understand that my music are points in my life. Everything, from the first song I ever did all the way up until Ooh Lord, those are moments in my life. And it's so funny because I can listen back to those songs and I can hear things in the song that lets me know what was going on that day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to think of a funny line that I used. I wrote a song for someone else and I was like, number 2 all flats, thighs, wings, legs, back. Bitch, I was at American Deli. And bitch, I was ordering me some lemon pepper wings,
Stop.
all flats,
Oh.
extra crispy. And bitch, I was like, bitch, if Kaya can say throw my wings back, my legs back like a chicken wing, bitch, give me a number 2 all flats, thighs, wings, legs, back.
Hey.
So like, I want people to take my music as moments, like whatever you would. And I hope that anytime anybody listens to anything that I write, they take that energy. Because
Yes.
the way I record is the way I feel. Problem Child, I was in the booth, pissed the fuck off.
And that I felt that when I heard the record.
You could feel the
Okay,
aggression in
Right.
the
Felt
song,
it.
and you could feel the emotion behind it.
but
and that's
feeling it was
authentic.
it helped me release aggression
Right.
when I listened to it because it's just like okay, somebody else is feeling.
But it might
like
be
this,
therapeutic for
you know what I'm
someone else,
saying?
and that's
Right.
I know it's
probably what you hope
therapeutic
for
for
as
me.
an
Right.
artist when you are
Yeah.
putting it out there to help others.
Like even some of my slower songs, like "Fuck Love." I have been a person that has been done wrong in love a lot, and I know there are songs that I listen to when I'm in my moments where Mariah Carey Cry Baby with Snoop Dogg. That was one of the songs I played on repeat over and over again every time I broke up with someone. So I fuck love. Fuck love was something that I would love to listen to. Oh shit, I do listen to it when I get a little in my feelings sometimes. But that's one of the like I want you to take those moments and find those moments in my song. That's what I hope my music leaves. If I die tomorrow, at least I know my legacy will go on because the energy that my physical energy won't be here, but my music has that moment in there for you.
Right.
I love that.
Oh, love it.
And you have a lot of moments where your music is related to an incident that you've had with somebody.
Oh yes,
and a
dog.
time where they've done something and they've basically effed up, effed up royally. So
Right.
I think I kind of know the answer to this already. But how do you feel about diss records?
It's so funny. I actually I find them if it ain't making no money, it ain't making me no sense.
Well, there you have it.
Cause why would I diss somebody who doing the same thing I'm doing? You ain't on Billboard. You ain't what you top iTunes, bitch. You ain't top no Hot 100s. Beyonce don't know your name.
Oh.
That's a fact.
Jay-Z ain't wrote you no letters. Kanye ain't gave you no Yeezys. So why the fuck I gotta worry about a bitch
Shit,
that
City
ain't
Trends
doing
ain't gave
shit?
them no dress. They ain't got
Right,
shit.
even Pretty V got a City Trends contract. You
Hello.
you still pushing body butter from your sister's kitchen as calling yourself an ambassador.
Not just that, selling sea moss on your OnlyFans. God damn it,
Right.
we ain't got time. Now,
So I just feel like a bitch like if Lil Nas X dicks me, bitch, then hell yeah, diss me, let's go.
Right. Okay. I'm
But
coming
Boo Boo the
back.
fool that's recording out of his bathroom and can't even get a mix and master done, bitch, or catch the beat at the same time, bitch, miss me with that shit, bitch.
Oh.
and I who?
And ooh,
Cause
to
can't
the
that
comment section,
nigga touch me.
we have a comment from Mr. Winton Woody. He said, "It's the who want it, I'm with it. For
I'm
me.
about
He
it.
loves
Hello.
the song. He loves the song.
Thank
Love
you.
it. So that's gonna bring us to this next song, Headshots. Was this intended to be a diss track, or is it just another?
No, me
Okay.
and my sister. Let me. Well, me and my brother. I don't want to misgender anyone.
We was
Just
just talking
saying,
about gender
that
roles.
was
Let me
our
tell you something.
topic.
You call it whatever
Yes.
you prefer.
Lord,
Me
have
and my
mercy.
best friend, we literally are hood as fuck. And if you are to ever meet Bus Clown, which y'all definitely need to meet Bus Clown. Bus Clown is the most ratchetest person I know, and I love my best friend. And it don't take much for him to fight, and it don't take much for me to fight. So when I told him, bitch, I got a song where I want to talk about yeah, this was talking about somebody.
The truth comes out.
Now that I go back to that day, I do remember why I wrote this. But it wasn't a diss. It was a shot thrown a couple of places.
It was a headshot. Listen.
But it wasn't a diss. So and Bus Clown will tell you, he wrote his on his way to the studio. But yeah, it wasn't a direct diss and it wasn't a sub. I did take a couple of situations and sprinkle it through though.
Okay, a little sprinkle.
I had to think about that.
Well, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all.
I love
Go ahead and
sprinkles. I ate it up.
introduce the song.
What's going on, everybody? This is my this is my second single off my first EP, Headshots, featuring Bus Clown.
Hey, yo, Bird, that be cold.
I ain't never let a nigga bitch me. Fuck boy, I don't hang with no lines, no beef. Off of bossy, you can't fuck with me. Oh, you won't smoke? I got a case pending. 10 toes down. shooting star. It's important that I dress you like a Call of Duty. All these rappers coming out, no bars is foolery. It's a gang of fucking bitches in a band of groupie. Just tell me you love me like Ricky love Lucy. Headshot, headshot, little nigga, what's up? Headshot, headshot, little nigga, run up. Headshot, headshot, you don't want smoke. Headshot, little nigga, cause your head go. Headshot, headshot, little nigga, what's up? Headshot, headshot, little nigga, run up. Headshot, headshot, you don't want smoke. Headshot, little nigga, cause his hands go. Pull up in my face like, nigga, what's up? I said it's on sight, bitch, little nigga, run up. Talking all that shit, so I'm here, ho. Gon' say it to my face, I thought you real, though. Hold you out like a slut that you act like. Now you want peace, cause you know you can't fight. I got a 22, I bought that bitch steely. So now you hop on when you think you about to beat me. Bitch, please. Bitch, you said it's on sight when I get here. Why you acting all nice when I get here? Nah, bitch, I wanna fight when I get here. My goons there, take your fucking life when I get here. With a thoroughbred bitch from the 803. Ass good, did good, ain't no taming me. Ain't fuck your baby daddy, he was claiming me. You just mad cause that nigga be paying me. Headshot, headshot, little nigga, what's up? Headshot, headshot, little nigga, run up. Headshot, headshot, you don't want smoke. Headshot, little nigga, cause your head go. Headshot, headshot, little nigga, what's up? Headshot, headshot, little nigga, run up. Headshot, headshot, you don't want smoke. Headshot, little nigga, cause his hands go.
I love how at the end of your songs it kind of this one and Problem Challenge. Just
Most
like,
of my songs, cause since I wasn't from like the early '90s,
Right.
cause I was born like late, but I'm still, cause I'm 26.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mid '90s. Yeah, I'm born. Thank you. I'm born in the mid '90s.
After Rugrats came out, like so far after, like
Right. Yeah. But
Rugrats came out in '93.
I listened to it a lot.
My friends told me about it. Like
Yeah.
it came out after that, so much after that.
Angelica and them. I remember the movie.
I remember the reruns.
I was born by the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that came out like what 95.
Well, I don't know. I was asleep.
You was asleep.
You were born a year after it came out.
Yeah, I was born a year after it came out. Okay,
Yeah.
so 90, yeah, something. But
Yeah.
anyway,
It was
Right.
94.
94.
That's when he was born.
I
Yeah.
just know Clinton just got reelected. That's all the fuck I know when I got here. I ain't got shit else.
right? It
Yeah.
was 94.
Something like
It was
that.
like, yeah.
But I was I'm so influenced by early '90s music. They told stories in the beat. People used to ride out the beat. Like I was just telling Bugs and them about how I used to remember how one version of the song came out, and then a whole nother version would come out with a whole different vibe beat to it.
Right.
But it was a real remix.
Right.
So I'm very inspired by things like that.
So just go ahead and segue into it. Now, the Scorpions thing, that was not released under
Pink Gorilla.
your current label, Pink Gorilla. So tell us about Pink Gorilla Entertainment and how that came to be. Mind you, listeners, this month, Women's History Month, we have everything pink. Pink Gorilla, we're
Pink,
interviewing.
pink.
We have the leader of the pack, Bugs. He'll be on the show at the end of the month. And the beautiful Miss Tia Carter. I love her.
Sis, I love her.
She'll be
We
here
were on live
next
last
week.
night.
I didn't see that one. I was asleep.
Yeah, last night we were up. I had just left the studio and she was on live, and we played a couple of songs that we did, and we vibed and wrote a song actually on live.
Yeah. So tell us about Pink Gorilla Entertainment. Like, what's up?
Being part of Pink Gorilla Entertainment has been the best experience ever. I'm not even gonna lie about that.
Okay.
How it happened was I was in the midst of writing Scorpion's thing, the first project, and what ended up happening was the song Blessed
Yeah.
was featuring Bugs Gutter
Right.
and I Got Bars. And I had started talking to I Got Bars online, and he was like real cool, and we were vibing. And I had actually been heard of Bugs Gutter, and I used to listen to some of his music. And he came down here. He said it was his first time coming down to Atlanta. He came down for MLK, and I ran into him in the club. And we, we talked, and we, he was like, he looked at me kind of weird because he didn't know who the fuck I was. He was like, if he tells the story now, he was like, oh, this little fan came up to me and was like, oh my god, it's Bugs Gunner. And I said, I don't remember that conversation and happening like that, but we gonna roll with your story for right now because I'm gonna allow that because I don't remember doing all that.
Okay.
But that's how we met, and then I hit him up online, and I told him, hey, I got a song that I want to do with you. It's called Blessed. And he was like, yeah, that's what's up. Send it over to me. And I was like, cool, just let me know your book, how much you cost, and all that. He was like, just send it over to me and let me hear it. And I sent it over to him. He was like, bro, this is fucking dope. Like, I got you. I won't on this.
Right.
So I was like, okay. So then when he came down here again, he flew down here to record it with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that studio day just happened to be a day that I had finished up like 3 other songs. So I did like 4 songs in 2 hours.
Okay.
And he sat there and he was like, damn. Like you literally just busted out 4 different types of songs in 2 hours.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I mean, I got to get this shit done, and I ain't got no more than, I ain't trying to pay too much. Right? So, I hung out with him that whole weekend, and I talked to him that whole weekend, and it was like by the end of the weekend, it was me, him, and Tia, and Chad. No, it was me, him, Tia, and yeah, it was me, him, Tia, and Chad, and we were sitting out eating, and I was going to ask him, I was like, well, just before I asked, I said, well, I have a question. He was like, well, what's that? I said, well, I kind of been following y'all for a while, and I've been looking, and I was wondering, what can I do to become a part of Pink Gorilla? And he was like, it's the funny thing is, I was just about to sit here and have that conversation with you because we all talked about it, and we want you to be a part.
Right.
So it was the fact that it was a vibe. Like, it really was a vibe. Like, we connected. Like, I connected with all of them on the first go-round.
Like, who wouldn't vibe with you though? Like,
To be fair,
but that's a blessing though. They have it on both sides. They both
right. It was like he at the same time I was asking him, he was gonna ask me, or what about thinking about being a part.
Because there was the synergy at the time.
Yeah,
it's like you give that type of energy where it's like if somebody has a problem with you, then there must be something wrong with that person.
It definitely is.
You know what I'm saying?
It definitely
because
is.
you don't give that type of energy at all. Like that, Yeah, I love it.
I try. I really try.
So, what would you consider to be your biggest musical challenge? Gotcha. Got him.
I think I know what it is.
Tell me.
I think your biggest musical challenge is you're a workaholic on stuff.
Ooh.
You have a very perfectionist way of doing things. So I feel like your biggest challenge would be, run that again. I feel like I could do it better this time. I feel like I could do it better this time because I went to Starbucks and a bitch cut me off in line, and I feel like I'm going to take that aggression and I'm going to add it to this aggression.
I need to get a restraining order because I think she be at my house.
I told you we've been watching you.
I'm too big to hide in the bushes. Let me start with
I feel like, bitch, you
but
know
I know
me.
what it is because
We've been watching you.
you gotta see it when you perform like it's your last chance to perform and your first chance to perform at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's a very you gonna hear me type of attitude. Like you put it out like your first impression is your only impression.
And to be fair, that's how
but with music it is. So I could see that.
I'm not gonna lie. I've met a lot of people by just performing around Atlanta. Like, no shade, Bobby Lights was at Dream Music Hall one Tuesday night, and he heard Problem Child, and he literally came across the stage and came and got me. Because when I go to the club, I don't go to the club. I don't go to party. Like I literally go to network, and like I do this very creepy thing. It is so funny. Whenever I'm in a club, now you know how you can airdrop stuff to people. So I go to my iTunes Music and I airdrop my music to everybody in the club.
Yes, that's creepy. That's smart as fuck.
Can I tell you this though? I love.
Bitch, we going to the club as soon as our video drop. Thank you, Rico.
And I'll tell you this. I love me some Bobby Lights now. Let me tell you about Bobby Lights. So he underrated a motherfucker. Like he'll come up on somebody and he be dramatic as hell. When he done with something,
so sweet.
But when he's there, he's there. When it's up, then it's stuck. When Bobby get mad, Bobby will walk up on a motherfucker and be like, "Cut, motherfucker, cut." And he get his point across. I love
But
it.
no.
But he was
I
so
love that.
sweet, and he literally came across stage and stopped me like, that fucking shit is dope. Like, here, add me. He added me on Instagram, and he was like, inbox me. I want to get on the remix. Now, I think I might have waited too long to hit him back up because I had to go to the studio and get it so I could send it to him. So I hit him back and said, hey, I got it now. Da-da-da. He didn't respond. But
Bobby
it was
Don't
the
you
fact
hate
that
that?
he came to me.
Mhm.
In the club, and Saucy, I performed in front of Saucy twice. One time I performed, he actually got on stage and he was twerking and he was all up in it, and I was doing Problem Child. So it's like I've met a lot of people, and when I hit the stage, like literally, when I hit the stage, I do perform like it's my first impression all the time
Right.
because I never know who might be out there.
Right. Who might be
And you
watching?
are right. My musical downfall might be the fact that I'm a workaholic and I'm a perfectionist. Because the one thing Bug says irritates him the most about me is I'm always talking about what I can do. Like I'm always
Right.
talking. Like he hates the fact that we in the middle of promoting a project and I'm already talking about I want to do an R&B vibe type project. I got a whole project about to drop soon and I'm already writing another project
Right.
and thinking about putting together a set. Like last night, I stayed up last night trying to put a set list together to do a concert.
Right.
So it's
See,
like I am a worker.
But I do
I
think
feel
that
that.
comes from the whole you taking the name and living with it and you wanting to perform
That
and
too.
take it on to something else. It's not just
Right.
your name on the line. So
Yeah.
I feel like in a
Right,
sense
right.
that you're doing this to reach people for someone who can't anymore. So I do feel like that adds to the pressure of I gotta be great. I'm
Yeah.
not just being great for me. I'm
Like
being
I
great for
can't
us
I
out
can't
here.
afford, and I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. It might be the liquor, it might be the weed, it might be the fact that I'm bi and I really feel like I'm at home talking to my good girlfriends. But
we love it.
We done
the
made it.
thing it's also a bigger pressure on me because I actually am looked at for my talent. And let me explain to you when I say that there's a lot of people out here that's doing this in the LGBT community that get by based off of looks.
Yes.
Music might be trash,
Oh,
and I'm not
man.
trashing nobody, but I'm just saying everybody doesn't do this for the right reason.
Right.
And some people really think they rapping and they don't sound good, and they don't want to hear that, but they getting by because people are fucking with them because they look good. I'm a fat nigga. And I don't care. I say it. I ain't trying to go to the gym and get no muscles. I tried that shit. I want to eat. I'm not nobody. I look. God. I always say God bless me with a face because he damn sure forgot about the body. God bless me. I thank him for that. Now the hairline might be going back a little bit because at 26, you start losing hair a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So the
I've been
face
blessed
is
thus
still
far.
here.
Thus far.
The face is still here. So literally I have to sell myself as a total package because people aren't looking at me as a sex icon or a sex figure. They're actually looking at me as an artist because of the fact that I put out good quality work and I don't play when it comes to my imaging or my packaging. I might be a thicker
Right.
guy, but I'm going to be the best well-dressed thick guy that you see.
Right.
And you're gonna see the same type of clothing that you would see on a very smaller guy because I'm going to be fashionable.
Right.
I'm going to give you what an artist is supposed to give, a total package.
And you do
Polish,
that.
perfection, and just not perfection because we never perfect. But damn near I'm gonna
You
try to
get
get
as close
close.
as you can.
You
You get
right.
as
You
close
get-
as
I'ma get
you
damn
get
sure
close.
close
In the
as
midst
possible.
of you
close.
hotboxing, you be trying to parallel park between
Damn
perfection
sure
and
do.
getting my damn self. You be trying to,
I
like,
try.
that's what I said about. I feel like I can take this one more time. I feel like I can do this one more time, and that
Right.
comes down to the meticulous part. As far as, I didn't like how that went. The 808 came and I wasn't there with it. So can I just try to one more time?
Oh,
One more
like
time.
Jerry will tell you, like last night I was the first time I had been in the studio for a minute, so it was like getting back on that bike again. And I was like just cussing myself, like he really was a bitch. Is you all right? Cause bitch, you like
Well,
you
just
about
checking
to.
this booth.
He
Hello?
like, bitch, you in there fighting yourself? Like I'll be like, da da da, fuck, shit, damn. He be like, you okay? You
Is
good?
this a remix that he didn't tell me
It's
about?
all right.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I
Right.
was. I was like, I'm so sorry. He was like, you ain't gotta apologize to me. It's like, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get it back together. He was like, you okay? You got it. Come on now. So yeah, I am very, very much so when it comes to my shit because I feel like I just can't fuck up. Like, and I know that's not a good thing to feel, but I just feel like everything that I put out there has to be put out the correct way because I don't want to leave no room for a bitch to come in there and try to pick my shit apart.
That's valid.
Right. Well, yeah.
And that's the one thing I look about Pink Gorilla. Cause baby, we goes toe to toe. Me and Bugs, I get on his motherfucking nerves. But he's just like that. Because Pink Gorilla, and another thing he says is he saw that I was an underdog. And he feels like they're underdogs. And people look at them like, what y'all about to do? Like, when y'all gonna fuck up?
Right.
So he's just as meticulous and detail oriented as I am.
Right.
And I think that's another reason why we connected so hard because he wants the best for Pink Gorilla, and I would, if I'm a part of it, I want the best for it for that too.
Right. Right. Wow.
Respect.
I love that. Exactly. That's nothing but respect. So, what would be your favorite song? Your favorite Rico Cassadine song?
Choices.
Right.
I think you like different songs for different things, but I'm gonna wait.
Is it something off the new EP that we
I'm
haven't
leaning.
heard
I'm
yet?
kind of leaning because I will give this disclaimer though.
Uh-oh.
My first project, like how on the Scorpion Sting Volume 1,
8 tracks.
it was a mixture.
Mm-hmm.
It went from high energy and it brought you down.
Right. Right, exactly.
That's not what you're getting with this next project.
Can we get some information?
The next project is up and it's gonna be stuck the whole way through.
Okay, I love it.
Yes, high octane.
I love it.
It's going to be nothing but high energy the entire way through.
Okay. How many tracks?
It's going to be 6.
Okay.
I want to say 6, 5 or 6.
What's the next single?
Fake ass.
Okay.
And I was about to say that's the song that I actually is my favorite right now.
Okay.
Because I have been playing that song all day.
Can we hear it after the show?
Yes, definitely. I can give y'all a sneak peek.
Okay.
Now Bugs is gonna kill me, but I'll let you
We're
hear
sorry,
it.
Bugs. We're sorry, but we need to hear
But
this.
Fake Ass is right now my favorite song off the new that Rico has done so far. That's my favorite song.
Okay, we're gonna
Love
hear it, and we're gonna let y'all know.
Exclusive.
So, Oh Lord
Y'all know.
is
Allah.
the first single off of your new EP.
Yes.
Okay, and you can't give us the name?
Oh, Scorpion Sting Volume 2, The
Volume
Prince of the
2.
South.
Oh, sometimes the artists, y'all do stuff like, give Volume 1 and then you do 2 or 3, something in between, and then you come back and give Volume 2. You know what I'm saying?
Well, to be fair, it would have been named just Prince of the South, but the
Right.
reason why I did a Volume 2, and Bugs is gonna hate it because I do want a 3, and I wanted to split the emotions.
Oh.
I wanted to split the emotions
That's a good idea.
because of the fact that
The first one.
the
was a
first
bit of
one was
both.
a beautiful blend,
Yes.
but I also feel like that was just a teaser.
Mm.
That was just a taste. And I feel like I want to go in depth in both fields. Like I feel like with this new project, the different vibes that you're getting from the upbeat are from different eras of the South.
So Scorpion Sting Volume 2, Prince
The
of
Prince
the
of the South. That's why it's the Prince
Right.
of the South. Because I'm giving you different vibes from the South.
Right.
I get it.
Because that's what I grew up on. I grew
Yeah.
up on Trick Daddy, Trina, Jackie O, Shauna, Lil Chat, all those.
Mhm.
I grew up on Southern rappers.
Right.
And I mean, even from
A-Ball,
Death Row.
MJG,
right,
3-6 Mafia.
There's
Field
no fucking
Mob,
minute.
Field Mob, Yin Yang
Right.
Twins, heavily influenced by the Yin Yang Twins.
We was living the yin yang twins.
Man,
When I tell
what?
when I tell you we almost got put out of school for
Okay.
walking down the hall, we had a whole riot. We had the Million Man March in the hallway. Wah 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 wah. We couldn't go in the homeroom because the hallways were packed. Wasn't nobody moving. And this is back when teachers could still whoop you and didn't. Like this is when they had to make a choice.
No, they couldn't whip us back then. You remember Miss Boucher told me to get my ass over there and pick up that trash? And my mama came up there
No,
real
with your mama
quick.
they couldn't.
I went
But
over and told my
other parents
mama, I
was
was
okay
like,
with
my
shit.
teacher told me to get my ass over here and pick up some trash. And mama said, what? Come on, let's go. In the middle of cooking dinner, turn the stove off, bitch. We on the way to school. Okay. That's a story for a different time.
Oh
So-
Lord Jesus.
But like I said, I have been working on more intimate type songs where it explains a lot of the anger.
Right.
And I feel like I want to have a whole vibe where it's just breaking down my love life, my personal life, and where I am mentally in my life now. So I've been like really diving into writing that type of vibes, those
Right.
vibes. So I do eventually want to do a 3. He's not going to let me call it part 3. I know that. But I do eventually want to do that. And then I want to set up and actually try to put together a real album with a more uniquer sound. And like I want to play with music. Like I'm an artist. Like I'm a rapper, but I really am an artist. I'm not just your typical I'm gonna stand in one spot. I want to put together shows where I have dancers, I'm dancing. Like I'm a real artist.
Well, you're eclectic though.
Yeah.
You're still it's still a process. It's fluid when it comes to
Right.
your artistry. Like you can be evolving throughout and still have
Yeah.
different sides to what you're doing. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like that vulnerability is gonna be a testament to your music.
And
It's
yeah.
not, it's something about when you go in the studio and you have aggression, that's one thing. But when you peel back those layers and you get to the root of aggression, it's something else. There's a hurt underneath
Right.
the aggression. So
There's
I
a
feel like
human.
exposing that
There's a
part is going to be
person.
harder than being aggressive because everybody's hard in the A.
Right.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Very few people tell you they hurt too. Everybody's hard in the A.
And I
Right.
feel like that's why I probably I've been taking my time with making music now because it's like to the type of music I like to make is based off the feelings I'm going through. And you have to, when you start doing those type of songs and things like that, you really got to deal with some shit while you doing it. So it's like a natural growth between my first project, this project coming out. It's finding who I am as an artist, and this next the King of the South is really me solidifying my sound.
Prince of the South.
Yeah,
Can you both?
but the Prince of the South
Okay.
is really
No, I was just
Scorpion
saying,
Sting
'cause-
Volume 2. The Prince of the South is literally letting people know I'm solidifying myself as that bitch in the South.
Right. Have you talked to T.I. about this?
Oh,
You
I ain't got to
feel
worry
it?
about him. He got a lot of charges he got to worry about with him and Tanya right now.
You know what I'm
And it ain't got nothing to do with MasterCard, Amex, Discover,
Right,
all
so
this.
he ain't got time to worry
saying.
about being the king of nothing but dodging this charge.
King of the courtroom.
Because baby, he done slid out of so many.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Well, he better
More
come.
power to him, because I believe they lying, but more power.
So before we get into it, just tell us why, out of the 6 songs that's gonna be on your new EP, why did you choose "Oh Lord" to be the first single?
Because they made me get up and shake my ass.
Yeah.
Period. Ain't no literally when I heard that beat, I started thinking about the Florida songs that we used to dance at Cascade in the corner, like at night I think of you. I started thinking of those type songs. I started thinking about Kilo. I started thinking about that type of vibe.
Yeah.
Everything before wait a minute.
Right.
I just
Okay.
want to put that out there. That give me that funk, that sweet, that
That
nasty,
nasty,
that
that
gushy
gushy
stuff.
stuff.
Like that's the type of vibe I begin when I hear when I hear your music. I be like, Let me see if this song fit again. Let me just try
Right.
and see if.
Right.
Let me try
Like,
let me
literally,
go ahead and tell
I
my mom to watch
s-
the kids this weekend.
I
Let me figure
swear
something
for
out. Let me
God,
see.
that Florida sound, that whole no,
That nigga era.
that's
Like that's the
Yeah.
shit.
Freaknik.
That's the
I
shit.
call
That's the
Yeah.
same
this my
thing.
Freaknik
Yeah.
this my Freaknik song.
It definitely is.
Like,
yo.
I remember I remember history lessons on Freaknik.
Mm-hmm.
I remember history lessons on Freaknik.
Right. I believe it was 94 to 2000.
Yeah,
But who knows?
Right.
I was just born
Okay, right.
by the river, and
Right.
you know,
By the river.
yeah. So this was, if I was alive during that era, I feel like that sound would have stuck to me,
Would have emanated.
and that's where Ooh Lord came from.
Mm-hmm.
But
It
seeing
would've
that I had
stuck
to
to
learn
you.
about it secondhandly, I still got it together.
And you still made an antique.
Did it.
Thank you.
Did it.
Woo!
Let's not waste any more time, yo. Go ahead and introduce the song.
What's up, everybody? It's Rico again, and this is my first single off my second EP, Scorpion Sting, the Prince of the South. This is Ooh Lord.
Right.
Rico, Prince of the South. Let go. Yeah, yeah. Ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet. Oh, God. Yeah, yeah. Ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet. Oh, God. Yeah, yeah. Ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet. Oh, God. Yeah, yeah. Ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet. Oh, God. Boy, nigga, what they talking about? Let me see what you gon' do. Gon' spread it out. Get that ass to the floor, get the bouncing out. I mean, left cheek, right cheek, scroll up the ground. Get it moving, bounce hard on the dick. Bad bitch like Trina, look back at it then. Tell that nigga what he gon' do. Let him get it real hard till he spin that shit on you. This beat be right. Have your ass up high. Look back at that nigga, tell him what you bout to do. Come to the front, bitch, bust a move. Yeah, yeah, ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet, oh God. Yeah, yeah, ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet, oh God. Yeah, yeah, ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet, oh God. Yeah, yeah, ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet, oh God. Let him know you the one that got them wishing. Like I'm real thick, cause that booty hitting. Tell a bitch you gon' fuck his nigga in his face. That wasn't your intention, but you let him get a taste. Once he slide in, knew it was gripping. Go ahead, fuck it up while you sitting. Fuck it up on them sis. Esteban Cortez all on the dick. Ow. Go ahead, fuck it up on the sis. Let him know you ain't one with the head game, bitch. It be gripping, showing what it hit. That's why he mad, cause he wanna get in it. Yeah, yeah, ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet, oh God. Yeah, yeah, ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet, oh God. Yeah, yeah, ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet, oh God. Yeah, yeah, ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet, oh God. Yeah, you a nasty little bitch. Ass so fat, wanna grip that shit. Go ahead, bounce it up on that dick. Let a nigga know why I'm hard in this bitch. Ass clapping, cheek smacking. Watch me get real loud when that ass clapping. I'ma get it real hard while you throw it back. Let him know right now why that ass fat. Ah, yeah, yeah, ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet, oh God. Yeah, yeah, ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet, oh God. Yeah, yeah, ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet, oh God. Yeah, yeah, ooh-la. Pussy so good, get it wet, oh God.
Oh, God.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh-la. Get away, oh, God.
Hey, get it. Oh, God. Get it.
Ooh Lord,
Hey,
pussy so good, get it wet.
Oh,
Oh God.
Lord.
Yes, this song
Ooh-la.
right here.
Oh, my God.
This joint right here. The
That's-
first time I heard this song, I had to pop a Plan B. I was like, this is something.
Yeah.
Giveaways. And I already had 3 children. James, Jamie, Jillian, I love you. I just feel like it's me plus 3 at this point, and I can't do anything else with at this point.
That's what it was supposed to do.
When I tell you, I pre-ordered this song, and I got that message on my phone. It said, your pre-order is ready and in your iTunes library. I said, yes. Let me go listen. I'm laying in my bed. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. and the shit comes on, and I'm just instantly like, yes, ass shaking in the
Knowing good and
air.
goddamn well he gotta be at work at 6.
You know what the fuck I'm saying? I took a shower listening to that shit, get ready. I rode to work, did my job. I
This
was
motherfucker
like,
twerked into work.
yes, Rico, like
Thank
that
you.
is my shit.
But that's what I
Thank
said, the energy though, right? Like, it's the energy of the song.
Right.
That's what I wanted. I wanted people, no matter what you were doing, no matter what was going on, if that song was to come on, you gonna want to dance.
Yes, it's
That's exactly what I
definitely-
wanted.
Yes, it's definitely. It sounds like a classic because that's the vibe it gives you, but it's new,
Yeah,
and that's why I love it.
and that's what I wanted. I
Yes.
wanted to take it back to those because I wasn't able to live around them times where they had that good music like that.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Gonna
we
do
missed
it.
out,
Where you
y'all.
at?
We
We
missed
gotta
Oh,
out.
I know how
Where
to.
you
I'm an
at?
actor. I know how to state my story.
We got
Um,
Google. We got Google. We looked it up.
Right.
Yeah, we had to learn
Okay.
the hard way.
I'm just glad we grew up in the age with Google because I seen some movies about libraries. That shit was horrible.
Library.
And I
What
seen
was
some
that?
shit. I seen some shit. It's a building that got a bunch of books in it, but ain't shit on Wikipedia.
I thought
I
that
said,
was a
Lord.
school.
Oh.
I said, Lord, no, they had 2 buildings. These monsters.
Oh my
I was
god!
like,
So I would have to
what the
go
hell
there.
is
Y'all
this?
overdramatic.
Worse than that. My mom had me sitting down watching this movie from the 70s called Carrie. This bitch went into a file cabinet to find her book.
What
I
is
said,
a foul
What?
cabinet?
Lord Jesus, no wonder she's killing people. She done got to the end of her goddamn.
That's like that thing that they used to talk about, like a house phone. I ain't never experienced none
That
of
is some
that.
crazy
Oh,
shit.
what?
A house phone.
I got a house
House?
phone. It's a cell phone in my house.
Right.
I be leaving with it.
I use my phone in my house all the time.
Right.
My
Shit,
cell
Kevin
phone.
Gates got 2 phones.
Right.
I got 2 phones.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, I love it, and I think that that yeah, that's your signature like tagline type of thing, and I feel like if it wasn't solidified on any of your other records, this one definitely like crams it in your ear, and it's like when you hear yeah,
Yeah,
know
it's me.
it's Rico on the motherfucking track.
And I think
And
some
I
people
love it.
like features that I've done. That's what they want. Like,
Yes.
it's like
Yes.
I've had people ask, "Can you do like that? Your sound, like what that yah thing that you do?
Yeah.
You want me to do that? That don't go. We talking about Jesus and praying. You want a yah? I was like, well, yeah. I need your yah on there. Yeah, amen.
You
What?
need to be
Right.
careful. You need to be careful with when you doing your sound because you don't know what they're gonna use it for. I need ya to give your tithes at
Right.
because God wants ya ass to be saved. And I think that we gotta be careful. I don't know what they gonna use it for. You need to go up ya. Duh.
Well, baby, long as that
Love
check
ya,
clear-
neighbor.
Look,
as
long as
yourself.
that check clear, I don't care what they use it for.
Okay, I know that's right.
They might rent out that voice for another commercial. Have
Right.
y'all ever been addicted
Residuals,
to drugs? Have y'all-
please.
have-
So, Rico, what can we expect from you over the next year?
Oh, acting, more acting.
Yes. Tell the people about your acting career. That's something that we haven't gotten into yet as we get ready to
Oh.
close everything up.
Oh, yeah.
Your acting career. Let's dive into that real quick.
Thank you.
When did it start?
Actually, I was acting before I started rapping.
Okay. Yeah.
I started in Mister. This is what, year 2 now. I started in Mister 2 years ago.
The Mister comes on what's the network?
A Connection TV.
A Connection, right.
Wesley Henderson. Look it up on Instagram.
Right.
A Connection TV.
Just go look at any of go look at through the people we
Connection
follow
TV.
and they're there. We follow them.
Yeah,
And we'll put
A
something up
Connection TV.
about it too.
The Mister, the new season, the second half of the second season just premiered yesterday.
Right.
So that was my first acting role. Playing Jesse was my first acting role, and it was kind of scary because like I said, I'm an artist. I did acting and all that in school, so it had been a long time before I started back acting. So I was nervous, but I went in and it was just so happy. It's a comedic role. The character is really close to who I am in real life, so it was kind of fun. And
Right.
I've actually done a couple of more things, and it's made me flex that. It made me flex that muscle, and I was blessed enough to win an award from the NYPS Network
Okay.
for Best Supporting Actor and Fan Favorite Actor.
Right, we saw that on Instagram. Yeah.
It's a blessing. Like
Congratulations.
I
The
try my best.
award-winning
Yes.
Rico Cassadine on the Raw BJ podcast.
Oh, just me. It's just me. But yeah, it's a blessing, and I anytime I have an opportunity to be an artist in any capacity, I'll try.
So you've been in, was it 2 shows and 1 movie?
2 movies.
2 movies,
2 shows,
and 2 shows. Okay.
2 for 2.
No,
Right.
actually, it might be 3 movies and 2 shows. It's gonna be a little bit more later on. But
I mean,
think
your
it's-
mind is young. You're 26 years old. You
I
can't
do
be
a lot.
forgetting.
I do a lot. I
Okay.
do a lot. I
Okay.
do a lot.
All right.
Cause Signal 23, the assistant. I feel like I did and I did the movie with Raheem. So I did 3 movies and 2 shows.
Okay.
So I'm like,
We're gonna have to binge watch one
Yeah.
day. Like, oh,
you're
Rico
really
Cassadine
gonna. If you
shit.
have not seen the Mister, you're really gonna love.
I
him
have
in the
seen a
Mister.
couple episodes. I do. I love.
I'm a binge
love-
watcher anyway. I'm the type
yeah.
person, I'll sit there for 2 days and watch a season.
Yeah.
Rather than wait every week. Tune
It's
in,
just
I
hard.
just watch the whole thing in a row.
Because Brittany has 3 children, and
With
I have
autism.
mine too, and it's a lot, especially like single parents. We're both single parents.
Yes,
you know what
Lord.
I'm saying? So
I'll be
it's a
talking
lot.
like you. I'll be at the house. Ooh, Lord.
Yeah.
Clean up that room or get your ass beat. Oh, God.
Oh God.
Okay. Oh God. What I tell them all the time. What's that song I used to sing to them? I forgot. Maybe it's God's plan. They call child play.
I be telling my kids all the time, them ditches gonna clean it. I'm about it. I swear to
I'm
God.
about. Who going on with it? I'm about it.
Shit, I know all about shit. We
See?
can square up in this bitch right now.
See, my
Who don't wanna
songs can
clean
help
up?
parenting too.
Right.
Yes, they can.
I'm just ministering all over the place.
Okay. Yeah. Ass better be cleaning something.
Right.
Otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. So, more acting and more music. Are
Yeah.
you okay? So should we be looking for this 3rd EP?
No,
okay.
no time soon.
All right.
That probably be sometime next year, sometime.
Okay.
But
definitely the promotion of Scorpion Sting Volume 2.
that, and I also think there might be a Pink Gorilla project coming out. Maybe.
Yes.
Ooh.
Listen,
Ooh.
y'all did this photo shoot. I don't know where the fuck y'all were. Okay, but it was like, bitch, y'all was like the gay mafia up there. I was like, it was this shiny, and everybody was just like, and then Tia was just like,
Sitting there.
and you was just like, and everybody was just like, I was like, yes, this is perfect. Like everything y'all do, it's like you can tell y'all put y'all everything into it. Everything. I love it.
I say Chad and Bugs are like God sent. They are like heaven on earth when it comes to doing stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine. Because
They own
I love
Every
it. I
step
love
of the
it.
way.
They don't
and
play.
that's something you don't see with a lot of I'm just gonna keep it a buck. That's something you don't see with a lot of management companies. Let the artist tell it about the experience. You have, and I don't know if it's this whole love and hip hop culture that we've been inundated with in this past like 10 years or whatever, but it paints a picture of management where they're halfway on board. Like they'll get your project rolling,
Right.
they'll put you in the studio, but not a lot happens after that. They basically making the band you.
Yeah, you
Or
left
whatever,
that
like
by,
that.
by
You
yourself.
get what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
before you know it, your ass Danny Kane, and you out here
All
trying to
that
figure some
talent
shit out.
ain't
And
nothing happening.
exactly, they done day 26 the fuck out of you, and you waiting on day 27 to
Oh,
come.
you want to know something funny? I actually,
Am I lying? Willie's wife was stripping. Let's go back. Let's not forget that part.
you want to know something funny? I actually was a roadie for Day 26 when they were in Atlanta. I worked for a promotional company, and I literally had to babysit them every time they came to Atlanta.
Quanell was a problem, wasn't he? Oh, okay.
They literally was silly as fuck.
Oh, okay. Because on camera he was a problem.
I mean, for the show, you always gotta have it, but in person, they literally was like fun as fuck.
Oh, was Michael cool? Robert.
Robert was silly. It's funny
You
as hell.
can tell me the truth because you was his roadie. He had a bunch of curl custard in his bag, didn't he? Because I know ever since Diddy made him cut them cornrows. So I just was wondering after the curls came
How
out,
many of them niggas was gay?
how much
Nah,
Aunt Jackie's
okay.
was in that bag. That's all I need to know. How much curl pudding was they riding with?
Baby, this was when a restaurant called Justin's was open.
Oh.
Listen.
Y'all remember back then?
But you was just in their suitcase, so I'm trying to figure out
Ah.
what was going on.
They were cool. They were cool. It was me and my two homegirls. Now I would say they were flirting with my homegirls all the time, so I actually had to do most of the work. The girls was just there to keep them busy.
Right.
But I actually did all the work. But they were really cool people. I really enjoyed meeting them. They were cool.
What are they doing now? Does anybody know?
His
Trying to
wife
get back
was
together.
stripping.
Trying to get back
Did he have
together.
an OnlyFans? No, that was before OnlyFans.
No, his wife was stripping, and he was
It
solo.
was Q who came out. It was Q who had his dick all on the internet.
Yeah, that was.
But in fairness, if you know Cornell, it ain't a leak.
It probably ain't
He was
that
trying to
long.
show his dick to people when they were still on MTV. I'm like, boy,
Yeah.
it's MTV fucking B. Like they not even going. They not gonna do. They didn't show y'all Shakira nipples. So why would they show y'all his? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not reading the room, bro. You're
Right.
not paying attention.
I mean, I wouldn't have been mind watching it back then either.
I mean,
Okay.
you know, even
'Cause it's
Farnsworth came
pretty.
up off that show.
Right.
I'm not understanding why y'all.
It was pretty.
This nigga had on a Steve Harvey suit and an umbrella, and he made it. I'm not understanding how y'all didn't.
I wonder what
Now,
he
something gotta
doing.
goddamn give. Somebody gotta
Okay.
do something now. Something gotta damn give.
Oh
I
my
wonder
God.
what he doing. Didn't he get married?
He did. He got a beautiful baby.
I'm sure they are.
Well,
Probably.
it's not a baby no more. That motherfucker's like 10, 11 years old now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Well,
bet they sharp as hell. Still wearing suits to digital learning.
That was when Burberry. That was when Burberry was hot.
Dressed and pressed in front of that goddamn Zoom meeting.
we'll just ask Zach, our videographer, and he does our parodies. He actually was almost a part of Day 26. Yeah, he made
Gave us some behind the scenes
Yeah, so
information.
we'll see if Zach keeps in touch with any of them. But Brittany, you had a question that you wanted to ask
Yeah.
in particular.
Okay, so what would you say is like your pinnacle moment in the entertainment industry? Your moment where you was like, "Nigga, we made it." Like that. What was your moment so far?
When I got to perform on the Believe Music Hall stage in front of like a real crowd, like that club was packed, and I had all the this was during like MLK. Was it MLK? What was the last holiday we just had that was gay?
I can't think of nothing.
Labor
gay
Day?
Last year?
No, it was something that was gay just not too long ago.
Was it gay? I know they always come down for MLK Day.
We had
but I didn't
President's
know
Was
that
Day,
it
we
was
had
Martin
Flag
Luther
Day.
King birthday just recently?
Yeah,
Yeah,
January.
It was MLK then.
Okay.
It's the third
yeah.
Monday.
It was the
Of
MLK.
January.
I don't know why the
Did you
gays
say
always come
February?
to Atlanta for MLK because it's always been like that, but I never
Janae, you
understood.
heard him say February, didn't you? Yeah, it's January.
No, that was January.
Dr. King's birthday is
Right,
celebrated the
MLK
third
Day.
Monday of January.
But February
Post office is closed.
was
Black
it
History
MLK?
Month.
I thought
Right.
February was Flag Day, right?
So it was MLK.
President's Day.
That was
Yeah.
it was President's Day
Can't get no
then.
gayer than that.
Is that a gay day?
I think it might have been MLK.
That's gay or
That was gay.
yeah.
That's gay. It was MLK because it was a bunch of gays.
Yeah. They always come down for
A lot of
MLK.
guys.
I
They
don't know
had a
why.
dream.
Black History Month is also very popular in the city too.
Really?
It wasn't
see
that
none.
recent. It wasn't that recently.
Well, what had happened?
I literally got called on to perform, and it was like that was the night I met Bobby Lights. Like, and Amaya Scott was there. Like, E.J. Johnson was there.
Okay. Love him.
What's the Kendall, the one who do Megan hair? He was there.
Yeah.
Japan was there. Tokyo Jets was there. Everybody was there, and I got to perform my song.
Right.
And the whole club was rocking. I think I still
That's
got
awesome.
that video up.
Yes.
That
Was my
too,
moment
shit.
because
Yeah.
in this city, to me, the reason why I feel like I can validate and say I am literally the prince of the South when it comes to Atlanta's gay LGBT hip hop scene in Atlanta is because there's not anywhere I have not been.
Right.
Performance wise, like I perform in this city. Where I mean,
If it was as a female impersonator or
no, I'm
as a
talking about
rapper.
musically, like
Oh,
standing on my
okay.
own as a musician. I perform in this city, and it's not like I have to beg to perform. I get asked
asked
to,
you.
I get
Right.
asked to perform in my own hometown.
Right.
And it's like I'm not just an internet artist. I'm actually because it's a difference between being an internet artist and being a performer.
Right. Yeah.
like a real artist, because anybody can make a song and put it out on the internet and push it to people and blogs and things like that. But to actually put on a show and entertain people and have people actually dancing to your music
And remember, and
in a
call you for something else.
right in a
Yeah.
live setting and have you come back multiple times
Right.
to perform, that to me solidified that people respect me as an artist.
Right.
And that's my pivotal moment, standing there doing a real gay holiday, performing my own music and watching people dance to my music.
Right.
Yeah,
is
that was a
incredible.
yeah.
We love that. Well, Rico, we've come to an end.
Now we go to the end of our show.
Ooh yeah.
And we hate to see you go.
Gotta go.
But we can't go on.
Ooh.
Y'all up
Gotta
here.
work tomorrow.
Ooh.
And get these badass kids.
Bitch, I forgot I'm up here, all the way up here in
Atlanta,
Out
Georgia.
OUTCHEA. We out here.
In the
Out
burbs of Georgia, Stone Mountain, Lithonia.
ooh, I'm in that scary area.
Ooh, why we scary?
Because y'all ain't got shit but a mall and like 2
Somebody did steal my
Yeah,
car out
drive
my
on.
driveway last year though, so it might be. Like,
Well, if they steal my car, they ain't gonna go too far. Cause I getting up here, I was on E, and bitch, I got pissed because I ain't see a gas station for forever, and I was like, bitch.
Rico, I'll show you when we leave.
Oh no, I got you now because
Okay.
I had to remember because literally I'm on E.
Oh damn. Okay.
Oh, I got a
we
question.
got you. I got a gas tank in the garage.
Sick name.
This is my question. Can we hop on a remix?
I can see what I can do.
Listen, I can see what I can do.
Okay, good. Because we can, cause we both rap,
We do.
like real rap.
Well, I'm not a rapper. We're gonna play our
You're an
song for you
artist.
though. All right.
You're Cardi B.
Okay, once we finish this, we gonna play you our song, and then you're gonna give us the preview of Fake Ass.
Okay.
Right. But to close it all out, what is one message you want to leave for your friends, aka your supporters, aka your fans?
Do whatever makes you happy.
Period.
I love that.
Cause all this what I'm doing now is just because I literally sat up and said, I wanna do this.
Right.
You bet on yourself.
Hello, thank you.
Right. So just do whatever makes you happy. Don't be if you sitting at home and you working a 9 to, cause baby, I was working a 9 to 5, warehouse work,
Ooh.
Monday through Friday,
Oh, Lord.
Saturday, Sundays off, and still found it within myself to be like, bitch, I want to do this.
Right.
No matter what it is you're doing, you can always live your dream at any point in time in your life.
I love it. Yes. True. Because we do this podcast every Thursday.
Lovingly.
And that's like one of our only 2 days off every week.
Mm-hmm.
But we dedicate it.
Right.
We love it.
Because I know how it is to have to I do my little show on Monday for the Royal Emerge. If you ever want to catch me, check me out on the Royal Emerge every Monday.
Look it up.
8 o'clock promptly. I don't do CP time.
Nope.
Ooh.
I do. No, I'm not. No, I'm just saying. Bitch, I be at the house in the bed asleep, and I just roll over and put my little sheet up, and then I'm there. So I just know on Monday
Let me
I ain't
find
going
out.
nowhere.
That's how you doing this show?
That's how I know I'm gonna be there promptly at 8
8
o'clock
o'clock.
because I'm already in the room in the
Same
bed.
place.
All right.
Same
Same time.
Huh.
Same
I don't do
back
nothing on
channel.
Monday. I make sure I ain't got shit planned on Monday.
Okay.
So I'm at the house. But check me out. So I know how it is to give up a day. Cause it be sometimes I be like, well, bitch, I don't want to do this shit.
Right.
But I know for a fact I already got this person booked and I gotta be here and I gotta smile and I gotta hi everybody, welcome to the Royal Emerge. It's Rico. And in my head I be like, bitch, I need a blunt and a biscuit.
Oh, yes. A blunt and a biscuit.
Blunts and biscuits. Blunts and biscuits.
Ooh.
Blunts and biscuits. Blunts and biscuits.
Rico Cassadine, the Prince of the South.
Hola!
Oh, Lord. We have enjoyed the shit out of you.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
And he'll be back, y'all.
He
Anytime
will
you want,
definitely be back. We love it. Everything about you. We love it.
Thank you. And I thank you guys for having. And I'm thankful to have platforms like this where you actually reach out to people like me, like underground artists that are trying to get their name out there.
We
and
so
y'all
focus
support.
on independent artists.
I so thank you.
The independent moments for us.
Yeah, we
need it.
don't discuss. I mean, we talk about the mainstream artists in the juice, but we drag them. But we love, but we love our independent artists, like the ones that we love, especially the ones that rock with us in the first season, because we were brand new. We're still brand new, you know. And
this is our dream.
they could have been like, no, we don't want y'all playing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, y'all
Like,
new asses.
but from everybody who was just like, yeah, thank you for it. And everybody has been so appreciative. And we're just like, holy shit, like we feel the same way. Like,
The
thank
reception
you
has
for
been
being
so positive.
here.
Yeah,
So,
we gotta all help each other. That's how the
Love
next
it.
Right,
person
if one
gonna
win, we
make
all
it.
win.
That's
I
how
love
it gotta
that.
be.
each one teach one, y'all.
E1T, you let that white bitch to my house.
Hey. Y'all know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe, rate the show. 5 stars only.
5 stars only. 5 estrellas solamente, por favor.
5 estrellas, all that. Y'all follow Rico Cassadine. Drop your IG.
Oh, Rico_Cassadine.
Period.
And
Cool.
Rico Cassadine on Twitter. And it's not the freak Twitter, so don't worry, you ain't gonna see no nothing. And Rico Cassadine on Facebook. And Rico Cassadine on Snapchat. Now you might catch a pic on Snapchat,
Ooh.
depending on what kind of
Lord.
day I have.
Ooh.
Okay, we're gonna have to follow your Snapchat then.
No.
Might get a different headshot.
Ah, headshot. Ow.
No.
Yo, we love it, y'all. Next independent music moment, we have Miss Tia Carter.
Yes!
Yes, we're gonna love
You just gonna
talking
sit
with all in my face,
telling me lies. That's my shit. You gotta ask Tia about my favorite song called Questions. You gotta ask her about
It's
it.
about to go down.
did I hear that song?
Nope.
I don't
Because it's
think
an
I did.
unreleased song.
Okay.
We actually played with it the other
What was
night.
the one you, Bugs, and Tia did, and somebody else?
That was Matters.
Matters.
Tia,
Yeah, Matters. I think we're actually gonna be playing that one if Chad would send me the song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to
He
you.
got you. He got you.
I'm gonna
He
talk
got
to you
you.
about something after the show. But that's it, y'all. Bring your ass back next week for another Raw BJ, and we will all come together.
And remember, home is where the heart is, and ours has always been with you.
Prince of the South. Let go. Yeah, yeah.